Now, once you have created your advertising account, the next thing is to decide which tool that you are going to use in order to create your Facebook ads. And that's an important decision to make because there are three options on Facebook. You can boost a post from your Facebook page, you can use the Ads Create tool inside your advertising account, or you can use the Power Editor tool inside your ads account. In this video, I'm going to bring you through all three of these tools, explain them to you, explain the pros and cons, and then at the end, I will give my recommendation as to which tool you should use in order to really get started advertising on Facebook. Let's start by looking at the Boost Post tool. Now, this is the easiest and fastest way for you to start advertising on Facebook. And what we're really talking about here is this Boost Post button that appears underneath the normal posts that you make to your Facebook page. So for example, here is a post that I made yesterday on my Facebook page, and now underneath that I can see this option to boost this post and get this post to reach more people. Now my audience can't see this button, it's only because I'm an admin on this Facebook page. Now let's click into the tool to see what's involved. What we have here on the right hand side, once it loads up, is a preview of the ads itself. So I can see that it's sponsored. That's how I know it was an ad if it showed up in my desktop newsfeed. And underneath here, the ad will contain those likes and comments that were on the original post. Moving across here to the left hand side, you have some options in terms of setting your targeting, your budget, and duration. Now at this stage, we're not going to go through how to go through all of these things and decide. I just want to show you some of the options here. So right now you can see that you can target this post through things like location, demographics, and if I open this up more, you'll also see that I have the option to target this ad by interests and behaviors, or even exclude people from this audience based on interests and behaviors. So a lot of those core audiences and targeting features are available inside this tool. Now you can also boost this post to people who like your page. Now you might be wondering, why would I want to do this? If I already sent it out as a post yesterday, why would I want to boost this? Well, what you have to remember is that Facebook actually limits the amount of people who would have seen the original post. And just to click out of this for a second, I'll show you what I mean. So on this Facebook page, I have got 6,400 likes or 6,400 fans. And I can see that underneath this post here that 835 people have seen this post. So still a large percentage of my audience have not seen this post, and that might be a reason why I want to boost this post to my existing Facebook fans so more of them will see it. You can also select the audience for this ad as people who like your page and their friends. You can also use custom audiences. So a lot of the targeting options are available here. And right down below it here, you can get an estimated people reach. So you know in terms of that targeting, roughly how many people you're going to be reaching. Underneath this as well, you have options to set your budget and duration. Now one con or disadvantage of this tool is you don't have all of the options available to you, like different types of bid types, and that could be important if you become a more serious advertiser. Also, a disadvantage of this tool is you can select where your ads appear. For example, if you wanted your ad only to appear on Instagram, that wouldn't be possible to do inside the Boost Post tool. However, I think the one important thing to understand, and probably the biggest limitation of the Boost Post, is that this tool is designed to only do one thing, and that is to get more engagement on your posts. So the objective for you, if you wanted to use this tool, would be to get more likes, comments, and shares. If you wanted to run a Facebook ad to get website traffic or app installs, this wouldn't be the tool for you to use. However, saying that, it is a very easy and quick way to get started, and that's why Facebook have built this right on top of your Facebook page. Let's move on now to the second tool that you can use to create Facebook ads, which is the Ads Create tool. that you can see on screen now, it's inside of your advertising account. The first thing to point out straight away about this and how it's different to the Boost Post tool is that you can have many more advertising objectives and address them within this tool. What we were looking at before is really only this engagement objective, and if you come down even within that, just getting post engagement. That is all that the Boost Post tool allows you to do. Now you can see that there are many more options available to you: brand awareness, traffic, app installs, video views, lead generation, conversions, etc. So already by going to the Ads Creates tool, you've opened up a whole lot more options, and that is really the case in terms of placements, where your ads appear, in terms of your budgets and scheduling as well. You have many more options to add here as well. And you can even set a suggested bid per the type of objective that you want to achieve. So you don't need to understand all of that right now. What you just need to understand is that the Ads Create tool is a step up, and it gives you a lot more control and advertising options. Now, the third and final tool that you can use to create your Facebook ads is Power Editor. And once again, this is inside of your advertising account. You can see that the interface here, it looks a little bit more technical. It's not as easy to use. However, this is the interface that can give you the most amount of control and is really designed for professional advertisers. Power Editor allows you to create and manage campaigns in bulk. So this is the ideal tool if you'll be managing hundreds of Facebook ads. It's also the place where new Facebook features and ad formats are released. So that's another reason why professional advertisers prefer to use it. To recap, in this video, you've learned about the pros and cons of the Boost Post tool, the Ads Create tool, and the Power Editor tool. In terms of where you should get started with your Facebook advertising, I really recommend that you get started with the Ads Create tool. It still has that simple interface that's going to guide you through the process of setting up an ad, and at the same time gives you access to all of those ad formats, bid options, etc. So now that you know where to get started with your Facebook ads, I'll see you in the next lecture.